watching HET and DWTS. You tolerate SYTYCD, TAR, and ANTM. Now get ready for America's next great reality TV competition, PWCKJT. We don't know what it stands for or even what you have to do to win it. Dancing, singing, baking beats us. We only know you'll love it. PWCKJT. Tonight on CBS after NCIS and CSI.
Others claim to be the originator. Others claim to be the originator. Sure. But we just made this up, so tell me how that works. Often imitated, never duplicated. Texas Homegrown Radio.
Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the Morning Ride.
Nope. This is the first I've heard of it.
Come on. What?
Hey everybody, this is Ray Wiley Hubbard, and you're on the Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
I know that, dude.
It's a household name.
Fillmore, man.
Hey, hi, my name's Gino Salerno. I'm a professional voice actor and an audio engineer who's worked with many a rock, pop, and country artist to help make them sound as great as they can possibly sound. But Jody Lee, man, bro, there's nothing I can do for you, bro.
What the?
That dude's toast.
You know who that guy is?
No, man.
That is Sheryl Crow's sound guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah. he does a lot of people's stuff, but Sheryl Crow won't play unless he does her sound.
That's crazy.
But he's a voice actor too. His voice is amazing.
I wonder if he's ever worked with Stephen Hawking's.
Well, I had a lady that worked with me, and Gino, who was a friend of hers, you know, and she was telling me about him. I was like, I want to meet this guy, you know.
Yeah.
So I got to meet him, and
That's awesome.
I was like, you should do a liner for me. And he goes, what do you want me to do? I go, something like making fun of me. He goes, what? I go, just something making fun of me, be way cooler. I said, I like when like famous people make fun of me. He was like, you're not right. But he was like, I'm all in. Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
because, you know, like, I think a lot of those guys get people go, hey, well, do something saying how great I am, or say you know me, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, make fun of me.
You would.
It's more fun.
You would.
I try to get them to do liners, all the artists, to make fun of me, and like, not very many will do it. I don't know why. They're like, oh, you'll be mad later. Nah, I won't.
Why would I be mad? That's awesome.
It's
You get way more.
I think I would have been good at like, if I was a rapper, I think I'd have been good at the battles.
The rap battles.
Because I wouldn't like take it offensively, you know?
Right.
Like, but I would have quick comebacks. Like,
Absolutely.
I think I could have been a cool, like, I'm just not built for it, but I could have been
Yeah.
in a different world.
think
Maybe
you
in a
would.
different life I was. Maybe I was.
Palms are sweaty.
Hear the birds?
Vomit on his sweat already. What?
Did you hear those birds?
Yeah.
I don't hear them now. It was really loud.
You remember when I found those birds outside that were like, they looked like they'd been mutilated?
Yeah, that was weird.
They were like like their heads were gone and all their feathers were plucked out and they were blue.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
That freaked me out, dude. It was right after that big windstorm we had.
I think the wind blew all the feathers out of them. Or
No, I think something got in there
It
and
was
just
weird.
like massacred those birds.
It was weird. I don't want to talk about it. That freaked me out.
Freaked me out
Yeah.
bad. It was right after those. It was right after those German people came over and cut that tree down too. Maybe it was them.
Don't blame the Germans.
It's the Germans.
No, don't blame the Germans.
I'm just saying. You know. Never saw them in the same place. That's all I'm saying.
I had somebody ask me yesterday about my political stance, and I said, you want to know what my political stance is? I just don't want them to affect me. I don't care what they do, just as long as it don't affect me, like, you know, and my people.
Yep.
Like, if it don't affect me and my family, I don't care.
Yep.
Like, I just want to live out in the country
Just leave me alone.
until I die. Nice, peaceful life.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave me alone. Don't affect me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do in the city, I don't care.
Don't care.
Don't really need to go there.
Nope. Just, you know, don't drive down my road.
Don't affect me.
Yeah. If I don't know you, don't come through my gate.
As long as it don't affect me. You come through my gate, it affects me.
That's right. Stay away from my gate. I got all kinds of goofy stuff on my gate though. Like, one that says like danger, ninjas and pirates and lasers and all kinds of stuff like that.
They say that if you put those warning signs like beware, you might be shot or whatever, that you could go to jail longer.
Why?
Because they charge you with premeditated.
I meditated. I meditated a long time on what I was going to do. Oh, wait, no. It only took about 3 seconds.
Premeditated unaliving them.
Well, I'm just saying, if you break in my house, I'm going to kill you.
You have to say unalived.
Unalive. Oh,
unalived.
I'm going to unalive you if you come to my house uninvited. Don't come in my house. It's mine.
Oh, no, he's re-dead.
Oh, you tired again? Oh, man.
That's what I'm going to call it, re-died.
Re-died.
I re-died.
I re-died.
I re-died again.
That's the thing. Eventually, somewhere down the road, 20 years, 30 years, we never know, we're both going to re-die.
True.
We've already been there once.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They sent me back.
That means we got unfinished business.
They weren't ready to let me in yet.
No.
I had to. They're like, go back and try again.
St. Peter was like, go fix that crazy eye. I'm like, what are you talking about, St. Peter?
You still got some work to do.
What are you talking about?
We haven't given up on you quite yet, but you got some work to do.
You're like, sure you ready to come in here?
I've been trying to do better. I've been trying to change my life to do better.
Heck yeah, you've been doing good, man.
I've been giving up everything. I gave up everything that gives me joy except for Misty, coffee, and music.
Like a monk.
Yeah. Misty, coffee, and music's all I got. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I gave up everything else. I gave up cigarettes, drinking, sugar, carbohydrates.
You need to shave your head except for one patch that grows really long into a braid, like a monk.
No.
Or is that just a Shaolin?
I'm not going to do that ever.
No, me neither.
Braden told me not to cut my hair because he wants hair like mine when he grows up.
Cool.
He was mad because his mom cut his hair too short.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Or she took him to get it cut and it got cut too short. So he told me I can't cut it.
Nah.
I used to shave my head all the time.
Yeah, it's nice. It's freeing.
Yeah. The older I get, though, I'm afraid it won't grow back. Afraid to cut my hair. Because I watched that Seinfeld episode. Have you ever seen that where Elaine dated that guy?
She saw the picture of it. She's like, he's got the most beautiful auburn hair.
And he's like, I can still grow hair. I just shave it because I'm a swimmer. Like, I've always shaved it. And he was like all confident. Yeah, and then he found out he couldn't grow it.
And then she broke up with him. She's like, oh, but he's bald. And Seinfeld's like,
he was always bald.
He was always bald. She's like, yeah, but he can't grow it. I'm like,
and he got all depressed because he
shut up, Elaine. You can't even dance.
I hope that I don't go bald because I don't think my head, like some people look good bald. You know what I mean? Like they have a good head. But I think my head would not look good bald.
But you wear a hat anyways, all the time.
Yeah, but I don't think I would look good bald. I think I have a weird head under there. I'm scared of what's under that hair. No. I feel bumps and stuff on it. I think my head might be all like, I've been hitting the head a lot.
Yeah, no. I started I can't. So I always told myself, I was like, you know what? If I start going bald, I'm just going to be bald. You know what I mean? And then
just go with it.
But then like one day I was there and my hair don't style or do anything that you want it to do ever. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done messing with it. Like, I'm not balding all the way yet, but like, I mean, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's hereditary. I'm sure it's coming. But I was like, hell with it.
That's what
it's freeing. It really is. When you take your hat off, the wind blows through your bald head. You're like,
it's supposed to be blows through your hair.
That's nice. I know, but I changed it. when it blows over your bald head like a dang boulder, you know,
right.
It feels nice.
Bald is the new curly.
It feels nice. Bald is the new mullet.
A lot of people choose to shave their head.
I've only like razor shaved it once, but I just buzzed it though. It's easier. You don't have to comb it or nothing. Like, save so much money on shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Saying, you don't got to comb nothing. Just buzz it.
Well, you know what I don't understand is I always choose to grow it out in the summertime when it's hot, and then I
me
cut it
too.
off in the winter when it's cold. I'm doing it backwards.
No, I grow my hair out sometimes, and I'm like, I forgot how goofy I look with shaggy hair. Nope. Yeah.
And you used to have long hair, didn't you?
Yeah. At one time, my hair went all the way down to my waistline. Whenever I was like, from the time I was like 15 up until I was 21, and then, you know, like I had my first kid, and I was like, you know, I don't want my daughter dating long hairs. I better cut my hair. They're not all cool as Travis Tritt.
Yeah, it's
you know?
funny how having a daughter changes your
your whole outlook on stuff. You know,
I don't. I remember because after Jewel was born, and you know, and I guess she was about 5. It's after me and her mom had split or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And I was out at this bar, and my friends were younger because all my friends were married with kids, you know. So I was hanging out with some younger guys. And this girl went by, and I told her to go put some clothes on. And they were like, "What did you just say?" And I'm like, "Sorry." She reminded me like of my daughter.
It changes
you know?
everything.
And they're like, "You can't hang out with us anymore. You're too old." I'm like, "Yeah, you're probably right."
It changes everything.
Yeah. They're like, "Check that girl out." I'm like, "I think she's like, how old?" Like,
she looks 15.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
I
and
can't
then the
hang with
older
you
my
guys
daughter
anymore.
got, the worse that it got like that. I'm like, I can't go out anymore. Like,
Yeah.
but I couldn't hang out with those guys because they saw the world differently.
Yeah. To see the world through a young man's eyes.
Yeah.
We forget about that all
Once you
too
have a
quick.
daughter, it changes everything.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even go to Hooters or nothing.
I feel like just yesterday I was in my early 20s, and now I'm almost
Did you hear
35.
Hooters is closing?
Like all of them?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Not doing well. Guess their chicken wings aren't good enough.
Sorry. My filter just kicked in. I had a different joke.
Yeah. Maybe because guys dressed up as women going to work there. I don't know.
I was going to say they're changing the name to Cooters.
They should do if they're going out of business because nobody goes, they should do a delivery service and call it Knockers. They can knock on the door. Your food's here.
Now, if you want to get, you know, if they want to get really, you know, for the fancier crowd, it could be called derrieres. You know?
That's for the farmers. I think because it's just a different times now. Like, you know what I mean?
It is. Everything's different.
Yeah.
Things are they're changing and staying the same. I think we definitely crossed over into a parallel universe. That's why.
Parallel.
Yeah, parallel universe, not a vertical one. A parallel.
I'm not a fan of para stuff. I don't like parachutes, paralegals, parallels.
I'm just saying, you know, stuff got weird, and then it got weirder, and it just keeps getting stranger and stranger. Like all of a sudden, we're in the future, and there's people with flying cars and
Not yet.
self-driving cars.
I mean, they can make.
No,
them.
they came out with. Did
We
you
could
see
have had.
it?
We could have had those years ago.
Did you see it? They came out with these cars.
They're not going to come out with
It's
it.
built like a drone. It's got fans in the, but it looks like a car.
It's not going to come out.
and it just goes.
It's not going to happen.
And they start at like $500,000.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's already happened.
No, it's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
I'm telling you.
No,
We got robots.
They're going to stop it.
Oh,
Did you see the robot that attacked people in Japan?
no,
Yeah,
I knew that was coming.
and it looked just like iRobot, and it attacked people. It was walking down this runway thing, like a red carpet, and it attacked people in the crowd.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, and they're like, "Here it starts."
Hadn't
Here it
anybody
goes.
watched the dang movies?
And the robot looked just like iRobot.
Yep. But you never know. It could be AI just making that stuff. You know, like you never know what's real anymore.
That's why I'm nice to AI. That's why I say
Not
thank
me.
you and please.
Not me.
I am.
You know how Will Smith is real prejudiced against robots in iRobot?
Yeah.
I'm that. I'm that. Yeah.
But maybe the robots were right.
They
Knew Will Smith was bad before we did.
They're gonna before it's all over, they're gonna accuse me of a hate crime for punching a robot in the
Maybe
face.
the whole movie was reversed. Like the robots knew that Will Smith was bad, and they were trying to stop him before he slapped Chris Rock, but but they lost.
Keep Chris Rock's name out of your hand.
Yeah, they were trying to stop him. Maybe we looked at iRobot all wrong.
Oh man,
It's like
they're
Karate
coming
Kid.
out. They're coming out with Y Robot
It's like
next.
Karate Kid. There's a whole thing saying that Karate Kid, everybody took it wrong. Like, really, Johnny was the good guy and Daniel was the bad one.
What?
Yeah, because Daniel come to town and stole his girlfriend. And then,
All right,
Daniel was
explain
the
your
bad one.
explain your train of thought on this. All right.
It's not mine. There's a thing online that there's all
fan
these
fiction thing.
Yeah, there's all these people that think that the Cobra Kai were the good ones and Daniel was the bad one, and that Mr. Miyagi was terrible. He beat up a bunch of minors. He jumped over a fence and beat up a bunch of minor kids.
Yeah, it's true. But
If
he
you
was
look-
the same size as them, though.
Yeah, but he's an old man. And they're in high school.
I feel like that evens
they're-
out though. You got like young buck and old man. Like I mean,
Yeah, but they make
but he still
they
beats
make
them up.
Cobra Kai to be the bad ones. But that coach never beat up Daniel. He never hit him in the face.
That's true.
But Mr. Miyagi beat up 6 kids or however many,
That's true.
and they were high school kids.
That's true.
So who was the bad one?
Wow.
Sure, Cobra Kai guy was a jerk and a narcissist, but he didn't beat up high school kids.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That is like a
But-
totally different way of thinking about it.
And everything was fine until Daniel come to town and stole his girlfriend.
What?
Yeah. All they want to do is just ride dirt bikes and do karate. And then here comes Daniel and his soccer ball.
Wow. So what you're saying is that they incepted us to think Daniel was the good guy, but really he was the villain.
Hey, there's Ramey. She's agreed with us.
Insane.
She said Daniel was the. She said there's a great explanation video and she's going to send it to me.
What?
See, it's a whole thing. I'm on board with it.
What?
Daniel LaRusso was not a good dude. He made people feel sorry for him. He's like, oh, I have to push my mom's car.
He was kind of a whiny little brat.
Yeah.
Like, that's true.
And like he wasn't even hurt most of the time. He's like, oh.
All that time I spent practicing the crane kick.
You know, okay, but here's that. A lot of people say that doesn't work. That's the dumbest karate movie ever. But
Yeah.
I used it in 4th grade and it works. Ask Billy Goins if it works.
It's because they don't know where it's coming from.
Because I just watched that movie.
Yeah.
And I was on the playground and this kid was a bully. He was bigger than everybody. A big, heavy set kid. And he always bullied everybody. He took their toys at recess and
Yeah.
took their food, their snacks, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had enough of this. I just watched Karate Kid and he taking it for no bully. And I was doing the Karate Kid crane thing and he was running towards me. And right when I went to kick, he tripped and his head goes down and my foot came up and I caught his nose and blood went whoosh. Like I had it all over me. And I'm like, oh, wow, that worked way too good. You know what I mean? Like,
Dang.
and he started crying, the bully, and ran to the teachers. And then we go inside after recess, and there was like blood drips all down the hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not good. And so then we sit down, and the speaker comes on and goes, can Jody Cottle please come to the office? And I'm like, dang it. But the principal, he knew that Billy was a bully.
Yeah.
And he knew he'd been bullying other kids. And he asked me what happened. And I said, well, what happened was...
What had happened? What had happened
is
was
Billy tripped and his face hit my foot. So I got some detention, but other than that, that's fine.
Poetic justice.
Yeah.
He kicked him
Billy
in the
didn't
face.
take people's food no more.
No kidding. Yeah. I bet he couldn't taste very much for a little while. Once your nose gets
I
messed
bet
up.
he still watched the
you don't
Karate Kid.
taste
He
nothing.
shivers. He's like, I was the Daniel LaRusso. I was like, Banzai! Banzai!
No kidding. I always did like you know
I was cool for about a week.
I always did kind of think that like that Daniel seemed kind of like a ninny poo whenever
I
you
was
know.
in the lunchroom eating food with my chopsticks, catching flies. No, I was pretty cool for a week, and then everybody forgot about it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I got a lot of fights in school.
I didn't like bullies.
I got in a lot of fights in school, but it wasn't always like I wasn't always taking up for somebody. Most of the time, it was just because I was just like I didn't like other kids, and so if somebody gave me crap, if somebody gave me crap,
At least you're honest.
if somebody gave me crap, I would just fight them and get kicked out of school, and I could go home, you know. But my parents didn't like that very much, you know. So I got a lot of
At least
trouble.
you're honest. Mine was always because of bullies.
I just didn't like other kids.
I hated bullies.
I try to keep to myself, and but people always came to mess with me, you know.
Misty thinks that I talk too much about wanting to be a superhero. I think that's why I like to always to take up for people with the bullies.
Yeah.
Because I watch too much superhero shows.
I mean, we all, anybody.
I think every guy though thinks about it.
Anybody would want superpowers.
I mean, until I watch The Boys, that kind of.
Yeah,
I can't watch that show anymore.
Honestly, it's good that I don't have superpowers.
I might not use them the best way.
I mean, I'm just saying.
If you had super strength, what if you couldn't play the guitar because you kept breaking?
Come on,
keep breaking everything.
I don't know, but like I do know this, that if I was invisible, I would definitely play a lot of pranks on people, move chairs. You know,
I thought about this a lot. I think that the one thing I would want is super strength.
Drive my car with nobody sitting in the, just be invisible and everybody's freaking out. Yeah, I would probably play a lot of. I would rather fly than anything.
Yeah, I thought you'd want to fly.
Yeah, but if I did have invisibility, it would be no good, and that's why I chose flying. You know,
I think I want strength, but I'm pretty afraid I'd break everything. Like I couldn't control it.
Because like, you watch The Boys, that's really how it would be. Like you accidentally
pick up
your
your coffee
friend.
and you just smash your cup.
Yeah, no, man, that show's messed up, man. I do not recommend.
I don't
watching
know.
it.
I don't know if superpowers would be good now that I think about it.
I'd want to fly,
but I'd like to be able to take up for people. You know,
yeah,
that'd be fun. That'd be a cool job. Like if I had powers, I would do that. I would retire from radio, and I would just go around saving people.
Yeah,
like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Who is your favorite superhero?
It's a tough one. It's like picking your favorite kid.
I can pick mine. I think that Superman is probably the coolest one because he's got every power. He's like the ultimate superhero.
I kind of think Thor. You know, he's got a hammer.
Cool.
He's got a cool hammer.
Shit,
never loses his hammer. I always lose my hammers.
Yeah,
like that's a great superpower that you never lose your hammer.
It's true.
Like I never can find all my. I'm like, where's my hammer? Where did my hammer go?
I feel like,
but his hammer flies back. So
I feel like that Superman's actually kind of like a handicap, though. It's like they felt like they had to make one. Like, okay, but he's impervious to everything. Like, I mean,
he's the only person that Superman's scared of.
Chuck Norris and Superman have never been seen in the same place. I'm just saying.
I'm saying Thor would beat up Superman.
I don't know because you can't like hurt him. So he's actually kind of like. He's sort of like the handicapped superhero. He's
I feel like I am Thor. I'm just the overweight Thor that's waiting to come back. You know, like when he took a break. You know, and he took a break on the one, and he was like eating junk food and hanging out, and had a roommate. You know, like that Thor. That's the Thor I am right now. But I'll be the better Thor later.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Once I get my hammer back.
Hammer time.
Oh yeah, that would definitely play when I flew in. Because see, Thor can fly with his hammer.
That's true. That's true. I feel like Batman is the cooler one because he doesn't have any powers.
He has no powers. He's just rich.
I know, but the cool thing is that he gets by and he still gets his butt kicked, but he's like probably the tougher one because he doesn't have super healing or super powers or anything.
He's not cool at all.
He just goes in and freaking like.
No,
he has to do the work. When you got powers, you don't have to do the work.
No, Batman's dumb.
Batman's not dumb.
I'm cool because I talk real weird.
That's only one of them.
Batman.
Christian Bale.
They all talk that way now.
Where are you? I will find you. I have a particular set of skills. Oh, wait, that's a different guy.
Well, I don't understand why the Joker just didn't drain his bank account. Like, and then that's how you take away Batman's powers.
It's true.
Like, we come to repo your Batmobile.
I think they like the reason Robin didn't stick around is because everybody realized that the Robin thing was a little fruity.
Yeah, it's a little ditty. I mean, the Wonder Boy.
You know what I'm saying? He had kind of a lame costume.
Yeah. Robin His Youth. That is his name. Robin His Youth.
Weird, bro. You know.
This is my little, my young boy and tight sidekick.
Right. He came from the circus, you know. He's actually older than me. You know?
I'm Diddy.
But did he do it?
Take this bad oil and go in the other room.
I'm gonna blind you with baby oil.
Batman gets busted. No one needs 100,000 bottles of bat oil.
Just leave me alone.
No bats were harmed in making this.
Trying to keep my skin soft and supple. How am I supposed to fly if I don't have soft, supple skin on my wings?
Oh gosh, it's time to go. We're getting to get too far
Off the rails.
Hey, thanks, Ramey, for sending us that link. We'll check that out after the show. We'll come back and do this again tomorrow. Tune in. It's the morning ride. And thank you for Tristan Robertson stopping by this morning, playing some music, and Greg Sachs and the whole crew for stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit. That's always fun.
Heck yeah.
Maybe I'll talk Jeb into playing tomorrow. We didn't get to it today.
I didn't want to follow that. Shoot.
Whatever. You'd follow anybody. Actually, maybe not, because you're not a follower. So, all right, you got me on that one. We got to get out of here, though. Till next time, take it easy. Oh, wait, I didn't say the sponsors.
Got to do the sponsors.
Till next time, take it easy and say the sponsors. Morning Ride brought to you by Double D Barbecue.
That's right, where you don't need no teeth to chew.
And brought to you by Cannonball Insurance Solutions.
Cannonball!
And brought to you by Brazos River Air Conditioning.
If you need help with your AC,
go AC. And, of course, Triple Crown Ford and Lincoln.
That's right, let the horses run.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Till next time, take it easy. And if it's easy,
drive it in the ground.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I apologize. I forgot you were there. You may go now.
Well. Bye.
Goodbye! 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 Enjoy yourself! Bye! Goodbye! 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 Enjoy yourself! Goodbye!